the fruits of my labor. They didn't. They took a chance. They took a chance on me. And I say they, but it's me. I took a chance on me. That version of me took a chance on me, stood on faith that I would have her back. And I'm going to have her back. So I'm going to eat this food. The locals don't like you, girl. I love you. I love it. Hey. That shifted the energy. Now, I'm ready to go ahead and do this day. I might have to dance my way through it. Because I got to move this energy. Can't let it get stagnant. You feel me? Yeah. Your calories and your money is the same thing. When you really think about it. And they trying to rob you. It ain't really what you do with your legs that's causing the weight loss. It's what you do with this. With the chompers.
I mean, so many nuggets there that I really need people to hear. One of which is, don't do a dietary approach you wouldn't put your kids on. Like, you can't give what you don't got. So if you want your kids to do this in a healthy manner, don't do something that you wouldn't want them to do. That's a telltale sign right there. And then the other great point is, don't do something that is beyond what you want to be able to do for the rest of your life. And so if you're fasting, no more going out to eat with your friends. If you're doing keto, started changes as they go about the process and they're consistent for the first time in forever. And they're like, wow, is if you white knuckle through it, we need to cultivate values, acquire skills, and become the person who makes healthy body composition a byproduct of how we live, not the thing we're currently doing. I want to give a quick analogy here that came to mind. So we're talking about weight goals. Let's think about money goals for a second. You're like, I want to have $1 million in my bank account. Well, there's plenty of ways to do that. Let's just think about if you went about that in a way, it's like, well, I'll do whatever it takes to have $1 million in my bank account. I'm going to sell heroin. And you get there, you get the $1 million in your bank account, but at every moment you're waiting for the DEA to bust your door down, or, you know, getting robbed, or the people you're associated with, whatever, everything that comes along with being a massive drug dealer, right? And so the way you go about achieving the goal does matter. The way you go about getting there does matter, because it needs to be something that is sustainable for the rest of your life. If you can't do it for a decade, don't do it today.
Just because you're capable of losing weight or you did lose weight does not mean that you embody self-respect. How you go about losing that weight does. How you treat your wear. And so you compare yourself, whether you're conscious of this or not, and you think, I have to be smaller, I have to be smaller, I have to be smaller. So why am I talking about this in context to finding a body composition that is for you, that you can maintain and sustain, that is healthy? It's because we get these ideas confused that aesthetics equal health. That if you are thin, you're automatically healthy. That's not true, right? Just like people can be, I don't want to use insulting terms, but I'm going to use the term athletically built, right? Which is not thin, by the way, but there's a middle ground here, right? And they might think that they're too big, they're too bulky, or they're too muscular, right? These are things that I actually wrestle with in my head all the time. And so you might think you need to be smaller, but there's a consequence to doing that. You're trading off an element of your health to achieve an aesthetic goal, right? This happens a lot. For an extreme example, bodybuilding would be one of those things. Those competitors are shredded and they promote their bodies like this is the ideal. This is fitness. And a lot of people that don't know any better assume that to be true. And behind closed doors, one, they're putting usually drugs into their body.
Good morning and welcome to another week of wellness. It's Monday. I got my breakfast, protein smoothie. So the berries and chia seeds that you saw me do, they're half is here and half is here. So oatmeal, cottage cheese. You saw it. Only thing I don't have in here is like a healthy fat, because even the cottage cheese is non-fat. So I'm gonna see how many calories I have, but also it's something I could work on for lunch. If I wanted to, I could have put avocado in my protein shake, which I have seen people do. I've never done that, but I could do that, or I could start using a regular cottage cheese that has fat in it, or I could just do like eggs or something like that, a whole egg, because you know if you do white, then it doesn't have those fats in it. So those would be some options if I wanted to consider that, but I think breakfast is good for today, and we can kind of continue to work on it if I feel like it needs to be worked on or needs to be updated, elevated, all that kind of stuff. I can. So what was kind of on my mind a couple days ago was about just like really living in my body where it's at. Like, Now I'm in the 180s, right? And so this is the last time I will be in the 180s. And so really enjoying my body in this 10-pound range that I never plan to see again. Like even these pants that I have on today, they have so much room in the front. Hold on. And it's not because of that. Okay, so they have all this room in front. And they used to fit like, it used to, and there's like a area, like a stomach area that used to be like filled more. But because, and that's from when I was 245, so not like in the last 10 pounds did this happen. But so enjoying the clothes and how the clothes fit, enjoying my face and how my face looks and how my body looks, enjoying it right where it is because I won't see this again. And so enjoying the pluses and the perks of it. To just really say goodbye. It's body respect. I think hopefully I played some of what I was listening to this morning because that is so true. It's very easy to get lost in the sauce of weight loss and not and forget to respect your body and not learn body respect because your body's never going to be perfect. And so when does it get to just be? So even along my way of I'm tracking my calories, I'm losing weight, but allowing my body to be and to celebrate my body along the way. This is the last time I'll be in the 180s. And you know that 180s don't like me too much because they trying to kick me out fast. No, I'm kidding. You know, the goal is 3 pounds a month, but the 180s trying to kick me out. Not for real, but it's just, you know. Anyway, we'll save that for the monthly weigh-in update. Yeah, and I'll do the same with the 170s. We'll see about the 160s because I don't know if I want to stay in the 160s or if I want to go to the 150s and teeter-totter back and forth from 140 to 150. I don't know that. So I do know that I want to say goodbye to the 180s and I want to say goodbye to the 170s because when I looked back at my, what's it called? Fitbit. So I've had a Fitbit, some type of Fitbit, I guess, for over a decade. And I just happened to look yesterday at my all-time weights that I have in here. And so look at 2015 is 170. And then you see that 245 in 2020. And then these are the averages for that year, for said year, right? And then 222 to all of that. And then we are now in 2026. And I don't know if I properly said goodbye to those. Like, I just don't even remember 245 that well, 220 that well. Like, not that I want to like have these fond memories of them, but I want to give my body the respect of enjoying the journey and like acknowledging the journey that I'm taking, being proud of the people and the body. Like, it's not me. Like now we smooth sailing. I mean, I'm at a weight that I'm not like running from. Like I've said before, I'm close. I can see it. 30 pounds, having to lose 30 pounds is not exciting to me. Like that's not nothing. So it feels like, oh, we got this type of feeling. The one who really did the work is the one who was 245 and made that decision to do different. The one who really did the work was the me that maintained for 2 years. Because really, the like 2022 to 2023-ish, no, 2024, I was around that same 201. It's saying there, I think, but I kept saying 204, like every day. Granted, I didn't put every weight that I ever did, or most weights that I did, because at that time I also was tracking in a different app. But 204, whatever. That was the weight for all that time, really up until June of 2025, when I made another decision and said, you know what, I'm going to see what I can do. And now I'm on that road. And it's not hard for me because I see the fruits of my labor. They didn't. They took a chance. They took a chance on me. And I say they, but it's me. I took a chance on me. That version of me took a chance on me, stood on faith that I would have her back. And I'm going to have her back. So I'm going to eat this food and I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, so I thought of another like gift of that I need to celebrate right now, or like bask in right now. So I went to a dance class this weekend. I didn't record much of it, but I think I did a short about it and stuff like that. But I didn't record much of it. But anyway, I was able to really kick it in there. You know, like I was doing me. I was able, I can get down. I can do my push up. I can do all that. I can do any really. I ain't gonna say I can do anything, but I can do a lot of stuff, right? And the smaller I get, the less, wow factor that has, right? So I will enjoy being 180, like still being somebody that people see, and I'm gonna enjoy being 180 and being able to do that push up, pop back up, do my jumps, do whatever, is called for, and move my body in, different ways, and be proud of my body and be an example of being proud of this type of body. So and I've done that, all the way. At 2:45, I was doing that. At 2:45, I was doing that. I don't know if you've seen the pictures or not. Hold on. I'm not new. Hold on. I don't know how much I weigh in this picture, but I'm just telling you, hold on. I'm gonna have to cut it off what I don't. But yeah, I've always been stunting as a habit. No, but yeah, I've always celebrated, and I want to be, wherever I find myself, I want to, be an example of that weight killing it, that weight basking in it, like enjoying life at wherever I'm at. Period. This is me about, 220, 230, dancing through these Cincinnati streets. A couple more, a couple more. Yeah, that's me. Stomping, taking care. That's what I want to say. Hold on. It's the same. All of this is like the same thing, but I like these pictures. So, yeah. Me again. Yeah. Let them know that because as I'm parading down the street, how many women at that weight, at that 220, 230, probably thought they can't do that. And maybe now they say they can, or even if they know they can't, for whatever reason, the pride that comes from seeing somebody that has a similar body to you do things that, the world feels like it's out of their jurisdiction. The pride. So, like I said, this is not a new thing. It's a continuation of me, even though I was saying I don't remember that as detailed being at those weights. There were times where I celebrated where I was. And honestly, there's stuff about that body that I can't get back, because being full like that, like your body being full like that, it has its perks too. Some things about the look I like. Okay. Some things about the look I like. So I'm celebrating it all. I love them all. Hold on. I might need some oil. I'm about to use it though. Hey, because I gotta stick with the program. You know what I'm saying? The program is the program. I'm glad I stayed on because the squeaky noise went away. Something similar happened to me this weekend with, my back started hurting. I tweaked my back Saturday morning, and then Sunday I wanted to go to a dance class, but my back was like, I had a rough night, heating pad, massages, all kind of stuff. My back was, at some points I couldn't even move, right? I wanted to go to this class, and my mind was telling me, just still go to the class, blah, blah, blah. And it's a lot of, movement, high impact. Well, like, it's vigorous. Even in my fit bit, it was saying I was doing vigorous activity, but I decided to go. And I felt better. My back felt better. It got the blood flowing, and I felt better. And I was like, because before I went, I was talking to my husband. I was like, should I go? And he's like, well, why don't you just go and see, And yeah, because it's not like I had to give 100% when I went. Just so happens my back wasn't a problem when I got warmed up and stuff like that. So I went ahead and did what I would normally do there. But yeah, sometimes like this could have been a situation where I could have said, well, I can't walk because my walking pad is squeaking. So maybe another day, But was doing my work and just thought about it now, like, oh, it's not squeaking and it's like 10 minutes in. So yeah, sometimes give it a try, even though you kind of have a reason. I won't call it an excuse, but even if you have a reason why you can't, maybe think of the reasons why it might be possible. Oh. This morning, my workout, I just did like a freestyle. Well, first I did my glute activation stuff, the like trigger session, which is, it was a hip thrust, single leg toe touch, and backwards lunges, 10 to 12 reps, 3 sets. Then I just kind of freestyled. I was doing push-ups, tricep push-up, jump squats, jump lunges, single leg jumps, stuff like that. I was like just doing more like body work. I feel like I ain't gonna call it I guess it falls into calisthenics, of course, yeah. So I was just doing that kind of stuff, just playing around, because I'm gonna probably lift, well, I can feel my period is coming, so I might lift tomorrow, I might lift the next day, I might lift the next day, who knows. I'm just kind of playing it by ear this week to see when my body feels like that second lift, because I did lift Monday, and I'll do it then. Honestly, I'm in a calorie deficit. I've been working out for years and years, so the name of the game is to hold on to as much muscle as I can while I lose fat. Make sure I'm lifting heavy. Make sure when I work hard, but I ain't gotta like, you know what I was thinking about, and I know I say this all the time, but it's like, I used to run a lot. At my highest weight, I was running my longest distances, and I kind of, during this weight loss journey, I said, no, I'm not running. And sometimes I want to run, and I'm going to give myself the option to, do that once a week or so, if I want to. But like running as a part of my regimen, that's like, you got to run this much every week and stuff like that, no. Because it increases my appetite when I think about what I want. I don't have the genetics that allow me to carry fat in my glutes. So running for long distances does not help with keeping fat in that area. Sprinting would. So that also may be how I need to probably get my fix of running, is working on sprinting, because that's a different story. Just something I was thinking about. Like, yeah, but also I want to have but I still had it. And some of that is because as I'm getting lighter, the things are easier. So when I went to the dance class this weekend, it was easy just even with the little bit of weight that I've lost, it was easy. Well, let's say the last time I did it, I was probably 204, and now I'm in the 180s. And so, but it was easier. But I don't necessarily, I'm not running. I haven't been running for at least 6 months. I don't do I do some high intensity stuff, but just started doing that. I mostly just walk for long periods of time. And yeah, I feel like that keeps me where I need to be. So basically what I'm saying is I need my endurance for dancing, for dance classes, for if, I'm on some stairs, like we went to that NBA game, and if I'm climbing stairs, I don't want to be winded. I want to be like, yeah. Anyway, is there another flight? That's how I want to be. But I don't necessarily need to, some of the stuff is transferable of doing other stuff. So anyway, with that dance class, I was thinking, man, when I went to the dance class, I was looking around the gym, and they do have like a booty builder, which is a kind of hip thrust machine. And I tried it out with no weight, and I do like the range of motion that it comes with. They also have this other machine that I see like Mia Snow, and then it's this wellness bodybuilder. I don't remember her name. Elisa, no, Elisa Renee, Julia Renee. Calling to the stage, Julia, your winner, Julia Renee. Yep. So Julia Renee, I see them use this machine that they have at that gym, and I'm like, should I join this gym? But I'm gonna play it by ear. I work out from home mostly. In the summertime, when I'm not having to like police the boys, the boys getting up, which now I'm already kind of taking a step back from that. Like I'm, only waking them up once and stuff like that. But in the summer, I'll have my morning kind of more free, and I will be able to go to the gym. So I might get a membership during the summer because they do have the dance class, and I have to pay $20 every time I go there for the dance class. But I really don't know how long that dance class is going to be there. And I'll tell you why. Because the dance class was originally like in the city. It's never been this deep in the suburbs that I knew of. Okay, two factors. It is deep in the suburbs, but when it's deep in the suburbs, it's taught by a different type of person. You see what I'm saying? So here now, since two of the gyms, I think 2 gyms closed recently. Now that dance format is in the suburbs with a certain type of teacher, right? And I don't know how long she gonna be there because I know they don't prefer her personality. I'll just say that. And she's not doing nothing, but here's the thing, and I ain't gonna just say her personality, because it's not personality. It's she is a plus size woman who is taking up space, wearing what she want to wear, the short shorts, the this, the that. And, a certain type of woman feels that you should have your tail tucked. And by the class structure, her tail is tooted. You hear me? And so they don't like that about her. They want her head bowed. They want her to be ashamed. And so when you see a short-haired, big body, proud woman shaking and grooving, sometimes that can be offensive to people. And they just don't even want to see it. You know what I'm saying? And it's different when we moving and grooving to Pitbull to when we Megan Thee Stallion, my man, my baby. So if she didn't change her music to come there, which I respect, because if she changed her music, I'm not coming. But I'm not the majority. So if she want to please the majority, we're gonna need more Pitbull. And I'm not, again, I don't get jiggy with that. So I'm not coming. But I'm just saying, yeah, I don't even know how long the person that I want to even be there for is going to be there. But also they do have these good machinery, but they also have a younger crowd. And when I say younger crowd, I just mean people really my age, 30, and then, the younger people. But the gym I'm at now have like their median age is probably 50. And so if the median is 50, understand that there are a lot of people there that are 70, 80, more people there that are 60, 70, you know? And so it's just where the median age at this other gym is probably 30. And I don't know, but it's a lot more machinery. So I'm thinking about that, but yeah, I might just go when the classes are there and do some glute work as well and see how that goes. But yeah, they don't prefer her for real, so I'm gonna see how I go. But I just do not think she gonna be able to be there for long, because I could see when they standing outside the door complaining to the other lady and the other instructor about the time that she's taking, and just the locals don't like you, girl. I love it. Hey, but they don't love it. Oops, they don't love it. They said, I done starved myself all day. Here you come. Thinking you're all of that? It burns them up. It burns them up. Oh, so back to the running I was talking about. So I do want to have the ability to, I've ran 5Ks, lots of 5Ks, but I want to keep that ability. But I don't want to use running as a way to lose or maintain my weight. I want to use running as a form of just fun. Use just like the same way I use dancing. Those are forms of fun. So like when I framed it and I said I want to use my endurance. I want my endurance for dancing. I do also want my endurance for springtime runs to have that ability. I just know that in order to be able to run a 5K, it just takes that 9 weeks of beforehand to get ready for it. That's going to be a lot easier. The lighter I am, the less weight I have on me. So I'm not worried about it. I'm keeping my strength. I'm still moving. I may, like I said, incorporate some sprints, some jump roping, things like that. And so when I want it, it'll be there, but I don't want to use that as a tool to lose weight, because I don't want to have to run on a weekly basis. And I don't want to do anything for weight loss that I'm not willing to do forever. So that's just the rule. If I'm not going to do it forever, I'm not going to do it to get there. Yeah, so it's walking pad time. I'm drinking some hibiscus tea. Remember I told you I was about to probably start. I did. I went ahead and started. If you understand what I'm saying, right? So anyway, this ain't my cup. This is my husband's cup, okay? I actually do have a bachelor's of science. That's it. Bachelor's of science in nursing. But, he has something different. But I'm using the cup because I just be grabbing cups. But anyway, I'm on my walking pad. Drinking my tea. I'm taking it easy because, I was going to take it easy anyway. But tea added for extra ease. Because we in our ease mode. I knew it was coming, but now it's here. And so we going full ease mode. And so I don't know what workout I'll do tomorrow. I'll probably do walking. Probably not, because it's cold outside and I'm not walking on this walking pad when I'm not at work. That's my last resort. I'm an outside person. I like to be out in nature and walk. That's my first thing I like to do. So yeah, I'm just going to do that. Tomorrow I'll probably do either, at most, some kind of maybe dance video, like music. I could just turn on music and dance around. That sounds fun. That's probably what I'll do if I'm not like really in bad shape. If I'm really like having a tough time, I'll just stretch. It really depends on how I feel in the morning. I take it day by day with my cycle. I don't like pressure myself because there'll be plenty of there'll be plenty of time to get back into the rhythm of it. And I know that by the end of the week I will get my second lifting session in, and all is well. Really all that matters is those lifting sessions getting in. The rest is just for play. It's just for, it ain't for play because it's for mobility, endurance, speed, those kinds of things, trying to grow the muscle that I'm trying to grow, all of that. But as far as with the journey we on right now, all that super really matters is that calorie deficit. We can do that. So just do that, do this, walking on get my steps in, you know what I'm saying? To also create that deficit. And we're cooking with gas. All right. I'm gonna let you go.
Several studies show that you can maintain muscle as little as one-third of your previous training volume, and in some people, even 1/3 of your previous training volume. So here's a few examples. So a paper from Finland colleagues showed that adults maintained muscle for 32 weeks with 1/3 of their original volume.
Mo, do you want some
So that's volume in
mixed greens?
next episode.
Do I get a bowl?
You can't. I'm making mine into a bowl. It's up to you. I just got this chair. And every time I come up here, guess who always got themselves in my chair? Okay. We're in the thick of it. So today I'm going to go ahead and just take my cup, my tea, and go for a little walk. I got this cup and the tea from my Secret Santa when we went to visit my in-laws for Christmas. I got this from my Secret Santa, and this is the tea I'm drinking. I got a lot of my Secret Santa stuff on. Now, my Secret Santa was my brother-in-law, who is 18. I know he didn't put this whistle in there. I know my mother-in-law wanted me to have these whistles because she thinks me walking outside is unsafe. So that she put that in there. And then I have some fuzzy socks on from that. So I'm just geared up. I got off. I got everything I needed. You know what I'm saying? For my Secret Santa. Hey, I got this. I also got this. I got some. I made it off good. But anyway, about to go for this walk. My stomach is hurting. It's going to be a slow, relaxed walk. Like the thing says, hike more, worry less. It's going to be a peaceful, calm hike. All I needed was a little tea, some sprinkles, music, and a walk. Did I say music? Yeah, and my tea. Didn't need no pain medicine. Now, I don't know what you need for your body, but for me, that shifted the energy. Now, I'm ready to go ahead and do this day. I might have to dance my way through it because I gotta move this energy. Can't let it get stagnant. You feel me? Yeah.
sorry, I'm so fly, so what? Fuck, I'm gonna be sorry for. I was counting zeros. You wanna be my hero. You won't even do the hell. Oh, this shit don't add up. You don't even know the math. You said it's gonna even last.
All right, so you saw I made this. Well, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. It's Greek yogurt, my protein, and then a little water, and then I put them vanilla chocolate chips, and I put some hemp seeds in it because I don't be having a lot of healthy fats in my breakfast, and it's going to be nuts and seeds. That's going to be the healthy fat. So I put a little bit of hemp seeds, like 30 grams is a serving. I put 5 grams. This is very sweet, like a desserty type of feel. I don't think I needed this. I don't really feel that bad. No. Then I have this. It tastes sweet because the protein powder is in there, but it's really just Greek yogurt and protein powder. And some vanilla chips, but not too many. That's breakfast. I really wasn't hungry. That's one of the reasons. I wasn't hungry, but I wanted to like also add nutrition. I'm gonna throw some of these berries in here and see if I like it with it, but I don't think I do. I don't. I typically don't like fake sugar and real sugar together. I don't know. I don't know why, but it's not my thing. What is this? What is this in my chair? That's a good song for this. I'm ready to sit in my chair now. You got your nerve. Just snug. Scoot over. You're like, what is you doing in my chair? I can see her. She got her nerve. You want me gone? You can leave if it's not to your liking, but I'm finna go ahead and get cozy. We snug as a bug in the rug. Don't worry about my over sweater. You saw. Yeah, I don't think she getting in the chair. You're not getting in this chair. You gotta go, Will. If you gotta go, you gotta go.
Plus, you gotta leave her bed.
To go find her bed. That's what she gotta do. This is mine.
Left her little rock her bed. Good job.
This ain't her bed. This is my chair. She's something else, but over it, huh? We got a new chair.
Name and age.
Mola 31. My last relationship, I've never had a just women begged me before. So I figured if I try, maybe this might be the diamond in the rough. But that was such a foolish situation. I made a fool of myself. So no, I don't.
Yeah, it's me. This is my third time trying to come sit in my chair. Only for to find you here. Curled up. Snug as a bug in a rug. You're gonna have to scoot over and give you all the warning signs that I'm gonna sit out. Oh, you gotta go? Oh, you gotta. Well, okay, if you gotta go. Anywho, I just want to show you something real quick. This light is too bright. Let's start there. I just want to talk about this popcorn. He was like looking at the package and he's like asking about the serving sizes. And I'm like, he know how to read serving sizes. What's the issue? But here's the thing, how they did it. So let's start with some facts on here. So you will see that this says that there are 6 bags in this box. So then when you see this on here, you see a 30 and you see a 140. Wouldn't you assume that the 140 is for the bag? Of course that's what they want you to assume. But if you read if you read up here where we talk about servings, there are 17 servings per container. You see in parentheses, it says 3 per bag. So if you eat that whole bag of popcorn, you just ate 420 calories. I didn't think I was eating 140 because I go by because it does say over here per cup 30. Prepared as prepared. So I was going with that. Boom, boom. So I never really eat the whole. Well, I have. Now, okay. There's before I was tracking calories and then there's after. So if you're not tracking calories, then one's mind would say, I'm just having a bag of popcorn. But you just could have had a piece of cake. You just could have had a really good cookie. But you just wasted 420 calories on some popcorn. And, it is the sweet and salty. So I wanted to bring somebody want to get on their walking pad. I wanted to bring for your viewing pleasure the movie theater. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it is the movie theater. I guess you got to get diet popcorn, but it says 150 per serving. 1 cup pop.
Skinny pop house. Now
I hate skinny pop. per 1 cup pop is 35. But you will see this says that it has 12 servings in here. What was the point of them telling you? Well, they was telling you per serving, but they knew that people was going to think that per serving was a bag and then the 30 was for a cup. They knew that. But if you look on here, it says you have about 34 servings per container. So there's 12 bags, but you've got about 34. You got to read these labels because people are out to get you. They're out to get you for your money and they're out to get you for your calories. Your calories and your money is the same thing when you really think about it. And they trying to rob you. They want you to overspend. They want you to get in debt for some odd reason. All right, I gotta go. I'm sleepy. My stomach hurt, and I don't even know what I said makes sense. But what the math, I know you understood what I said, and I forgot to show you the food, the dinner. I made those vegetables. I think I showed you cabbage, but I put the cabbage back because I got lazy. So it was just eggplant, zucchini, onion, and bell pepper. I didn't show no onion. And then the chicken I made yesterday, the chicken thighs I made yesterday, made that, or I heated that up. And we had like some prepackaged macaroni. Prepackaged. What is it called? Frozen? What? Macaroni? Like The macaroni we had, what would you call that?
Pre-made.
Pre-made. That's the word. I'll tell you my calories for today. Cause yeah, why didn't I show you? It's like I didn't want you to see I ate the macaroni and cheese or something. Like, no, my battery was about to die. That's really what happened. So I'm at well, not at, I'm done for the day. But I ate 1,820 calories today. My protein was 173 grams of protein. And carbs 152, fat 60. I don't care. Fiber, I got 27 grams of fiber. So not a bad day. Not a bad day. I can scroll. Can you see that? Nope. Nope. Let me just show you the dinner part. If I can. Okay. It's not working. Just believe me. So the macaroni, I measured it out. I got 100 grams of it. And that was 132 calories. I got 2 chicken thighs. I didn't eat the full thing, but honestly, I feel like I maybe had like, what, 15% left. So I'm just count the whole thing. But I put in 2 large chicken thighs, skin eaten, and that was 501 calories. Avocado oil, I put that in there because I cooked. The stuff you cook with does count. So I cooked with, do we like it with or without the light? It don't matter. The stuff you cook with counts. So, yeah, I put that avocado oil in there, the zucchini, eggplant. Yep, that's what I have. And then I have my popcorn that I had as well. You know, this morning, my breakfast, I didn't like it because it was too sweet for the morning. Like, it didn't need those white chocolate chips I put in there. Some of them I took out, but they still on here. And I didn't eat it all then. I end up eating the rest of it, like, for us in between lunch and dinner snack. So it was too much snacking today, and I don't snack. One thing you know about me is I do not snack. So what is going on today? I was just kicking it because, you know, because I had the calories to do so. But yeah, I won't mix those things together. Like trying to eat all these berries and stuff with some other sweet thing. No, I need to have some kind of, where's the savory? Where's the balance? The something? Because even if I'm eating oatmeal that is sweet, and a smoothie, I don't know, it just feels like more, that was just it was like eating candy or something, and it's too much in the morning, it's too much for the morning. Did we talk about what I ate for lunch? I showed it to you, I know. But yeah, I put 2 cans of tuna, used the protein pasta or chickpea pasta, some like low fat or reduced fat, reduced sodium, cream of mushroom. I also had my little lentils on the side. And then I had some sweet peas, to make like, and then I was making like a, tuna casserole, but I couldn't put cheese throughout. I only had the 28 grams to work with. So I had to put it on, just sprinkle it on the top. And I ate it and I was full and I moved on. Tomorrow, when I think about what I would like to eat for breakfast, I really would like to eat bacon, avocado, eggs, something like that. But I think I'm going to just keep it clear and open for tomorrow because, one, I don't know what workout I'm doing tomorrow. Because if I feel good when I wake up, then I'll go ahead and do my lifting session. If I don't feel good, then I'll do something else. For lunch, I know I'm going to have beef because we had ground beef yesterday and we still have that ground beef left over. We still have sauteed bell peppers left over from some meal this week, corn left over. I have half of that salad mix that I had at some point, like probably yesterday, that I need to eat. So I will mix all of that together and that's going to be lunch. Hopefully I feel up to it because sometimes I'll say that's what I'm going to have. But if I don't feel like it, then I'll have something else. But that's what I'm having if I just want to be on autopilot. which is great to kind of have this on autopilot. I know we have the last meet we have, because tomorrow is Thursday, and Thursday is going to be our grocery day. We have ground chicken, I think. And I was thinking about making like some chili with it, because that's just something easy. Get the protein and move on. And I have so many like vegetables that I kind of need to figure out, but I could figure them out on the weekend too. I don't know what I'm gonna make with that ground chicken. It can't be burgers. If we have, it all depends. Who knows? We'll see when we talk again. But yeah, I'm about to wind it on down. And I'll see you in the morning. I just want to tell you about that popcorn, and just be careful out here. Cause I just showed you that. I showed you that with the chickpea protein. I mean the chickpea, pasta. And how they was playing games and showing you, oh, it's got 20 grams of protein, but it's not 20 grams per serving. So why did you even mention it? If I if I if I had some bananas and I said, oh, it has 20 grams of protein. Yeah, if I have enough bananas, they gonna end eventually. They'll add up to 20 grams of protein. But was that the point? Was it 3,000 calories that they added up to eventually 20 grams? I don't know. I don't know the math on it. But that's just very misleading that they be putting on these boxes. And I hope that makes sense. It makes sense, but I hope that you understand what I'm saying. My stomach hurt. I don't even know if I can get up. And when I'm talking to this cat, please know that I'm joking. I know the cat is going to stay in my chair. You can't take me no more serious than she do. Do you see her run when I say get out of my chair? She don't. She just look at me and go back to what she was doing. She don't even care. So don't worry yourself. She not listening. So, don't worry about it. She's all right. She do not care. She gonna be right back in it when I get up. She gonna be right back in the chair. So do not worry about her mental health. She do not care about what I'm talking about. She don't. So I'm here up under this heated blanket, editing a video. Is this the next one? Yeah, you'll see it. No, it's gonna come out. Obviously, if I'm editing it, it's gonna come out before this one. Maybe not right before, if I get these hair videos. If I do my hair videos and stuff, and I'm doing right, it won't be back to back. But who knows? Because I enjoy editing these more, the weekly vlogs more. I just thought I'd pull you out real quick because I'm out here by this light. You can see me. You see it's a little snowfall, a little bit of flurries. Not much, nothing to write home about. Let's have a little tea party. Listen to my music. Walking. Alright, it's about to get back dark. You don't gotta have on your Lululemon to be working out. You can have on your raggedy, decade-old Uggs. You don't have to. And some raggedy sweatpants. I actually have on 2 pair of pants. Can you hear my music? Alright, so made a smoothie with those ingredients that I just showed you. A little bit of pineapple left over. I'm gonna just eat, but I did put most of the pineapple in here. Trying to kind of get the refrigerator cleaned out of all the stuff from this past week, because today is grocery day. I'm going to pick up the groceries. So I don't know if we spoke about it last week, but I'm gonna be the one picking up the groceries now and making the grocery list primarily, where I haven't done that in like 5 years. Like, I wasn't making my own grocery list, and I was just kind of just eating the same things over and over because my husband just kind of orders the same things, right? He doesn't have time. He doesn't have the same amount of time or requirements, like he's not building his relationship with food. He already has a good relationship with food. There's nothing, he's not trying to build something. So me and food are building a relationship. We do that. Like when I'm falling short or I mentally need help, which mentally, if it took 5 years, y'all seen the weights. But anyway, this is what it's happening at the right time. But I'm saying, now is the time. We do that with laundry. We do that with all kinds of things. Of when one person doesn't have capacity, the other one kind of kicks in. So I just need to kick in fairly at this point. Like, you can go ahead, and I think now I'm gonna do. I know this week and probably last week I've done all the cooking because I just feel like it helps me. It helps the family. So I'm gonna just do it. If he wants to cook something, he can totally do that. But for right now, and we can easily switch back over if things change, seasons change, and we need something different. So I'm not worried about it. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm growing up. Anyways, so I'm listening to. I was looking for my. I don't got it, the mic, but I'm listening to. I'm going through this. I'm editing my video, and I was talking about one night where they were gonna probably have burgers and tater tots for dinner, but I was gonna add these vegetables, and I know that night, like while in that conversation, I was thinking about, oh, they're gonna have that, and I'm not, and then I'm gonna have this. It all kind of mixed together. I still made tater tots, but I also had the zucchini and cabbage. I had quinoa. I had sweet potatoes, and not just me. Everybody, like it was available for everybody, So everybody, and I had them eat some of it, and they all ate, those things because we are a family of like it's nobody in this family that just sits on the couch. Like one's in wrestling, one is in track, winter track, and he'll be in spring track. He plays basketball, so it's like none of us are just sitting around, and they need nutrition. They're growing, and while I'm focusing. Another thing about putting food in its rightful place is how narrow-minded could I be if I'm just like, well, this is what I'm gonna eat and this is what they're gonna eat. No, we all need to have these options, right? And sometimes when you're dieting, it can become, this is my food and I need to keep these things. And I gotta bring the nutrition up for everybody. And that was also a self-created problem that I was having with dinner, because I'm like, well, they want to eat this, they want to eat that. Who says? And we can eat that, and I'm also going to add these things to give them options so they don't end up in the same situation I find myself in, of not being exposed to a lot of different foods. So we all need to have a little eggplant. We all need to have a little of this red cabbage. Everybody. Try the quinoa. Did you try it? Everybody. Growing up, everybody. If your journey, yes, I believe in a selfish journey for sure, but your journey can seep in to everybody else's life too. Like, it don't have to just stop with you. And sometimes in the grind of it all, it can get it can be just like, these are the foods that I need for my progression, and forget what everybody else doing, and still forget what everybody else doing, but it's here if you want it, type of thing. Yeah, I just thought about that because I didn't say that in this, but I'm seeing how I'm moving this week. And so I realized that even though I didn't say it, I thought it in that moment. I think when I said they're eating burgers and tater tots, because even that night, immediately I made the change, because it's like, they gotta come on up too. They need nutrition as well. Yeah. I just got back from my walk and I was thinking, like, when I showed you those things in the Fitbit, so the last one, 2015, the first one, I guess you would say, of 20 that was in 2015 where I was 170. Okay. But 2005 I was 235. So when I was in high school, I was in the 190s. And like if I would do track season or something like that, I would go down to the 180, something like that. But that was like where I was. When I went to college, I was 235. And so we talking a journey filled with two pregnancies from 2005. Well, I didn't get pregnant in 2005, but from 2005 to that 215, there were 2015, there were two pregnancies, college degree that was hard fought, nursing degree, clinicals, just life transition, becoming a mother for the first and second time, becoming somebody's wife, becoming somebody's girlfriend, like all this in those 10-year span. So 2005, I was 235 pounds. And then 2010, yes, I was 170. But that probably happened in the let's say after the second baby for sure. It happened after the first one. Then it had to happen again after the second one. So yeah, it didn't all happen right then. But yeah, then there was the climb up. So because I don't want it to be like, yeah, because I was at 170 and that's where I lived. That's not where I lived. Okay, that's not where I lived. I have gotten on my walking pad, so good. The year's off to a good start. I'm drinking my tea, walking. I need to finish this half a gallon so I can start on the next one. So I'm watching myself walk on the walking pad wearing pink while I'm walking on the walking pad wearing pink. Like, I'm just, when I tell you the consistency, consistent. You know, yesterday I didn't walk, and here I'm bragging about I walked every day that week. Good for me. But you know, yesterday, the last 36 hours, takes about 36, I have a hard 36 hours when I'm, you know, my cycle is a hard 36 hours. And then after that, it's all good. So right now, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? We in it. We in it. Because this video that I'm editing was talking about here it come. You know, that luteal phase. And then this was talking about here it come. And then it came. And so now we in that follicular phase. You feel me? So either in this video, if not in this video, which tomorrow's Friday. So yeah, we're going to end this video lifting heavy and like starting that build, that the heavy lifting, the endurance, the hit, the everything like that, the energy. You see it? Yes, I it. Anyway, sorry. And we're just gonna, next 2 weeks, we're gonna use these 2 weeks that we're in the follicular phase. We have energy and we're gonna use them. We're gonna lift weights, we're gonna run. We might not run, but we may. We're gonna dance, we're gonna hike, we're gonna move, we're gonna do all that stuff. And we're going to respect that energy just like we respected this slower energy. Yep. And it ain't gonna make a bit of a difference. Scale's still gonna be going down because it ain't really what you do with your legs that's causing the weight loss. It's what you do with this, with the chompers and everything like that. That's where that's coming into play. So my calorie, I was still in a calorie deficit, you know, maybe not as deep if I wasn't, you know, walking as much or moving as much. I still got my 12K steps. So yesterday I probably got 10. Okay, but we just talking about one day. The average for the month is 13,000. So it won't matter. It just won't matter. You know what I'm saying? The point of weightlifting is to keep muscle on during this process. The point of endurance training is to, or point of endurance training is to help with the deficit a little bit, but also to just keep my endurance. That's why it's called endurance training. HIIT training is for my hormones. It's for me to be able, for my heart. It's for my heart, as well as the endurance training is for my heart. So not necessarily for the weight loss. And it's also good that I have this monthly reminder when my body wants me to slow down, that my success with this is not dependent on me running around like a crazy person. Because I've done that for a lot of years. That 245 that we saw, I could run 6 miles. And right now I probably can't run 6 miles. But I was, I could run 6 miles, but I was heaviest I ever been. I can eat that back. So why turn on that hunger just for that? I might go back to run. I want to be able to run and stuff like that, but I want to be able to run is different than I want to run for weight loss. It is not my ministry to run for weight loss. So yeah, I gotta go. Okay, so the beef and all those veggies are together. I'm probably going to end up mixing this in. I just didn't want to until I knew for sure. I'm not sure because it's been in the refrigerator for a couple days, so I don't know. I get sick of it a little bit if it's not like really crisp. So I wanted to keep it separate so I can weigh whatever I don't eat and take it off. This wasn't enough protein because I got about 15 grams of hamburger meat, or ground beef, but I was trying to get to 100 grams between breakfast and lunch. I want to get 100 grams, and so this didn't take me there. I could get I'm added a chicken thigh, but I don't want to eat it with this, so I might eat it afterwards or eat it for a snack later. The reason why this is not giving me it because it doesn't have the beans that should be here, but I already ate all my beans that I had prepared. So, and I think this upcoming week will be just lentils. I had that like bean pea mix that I was eating, but this week is just gonna be lentils, but I haven't made them yet, so I don't have them yet. So I didn't do the chicken thigh because I don't want to. I'm having some popcorn. So a full bag of this was one serving because yesterday, that rant that I did about the popcorn, we put a bag of popcorn into 3 separate of these. So this is about, not this, but the full thing was about one serving, 140 calories. So that's what I'm having, which doesn't bring me closer to my protein goal, but I realized that this morning I really didn't. I got like 27 grams of protein this morning. So now that I'm at 60, I feel like I did a good amount for lunch. And we'll see what happens for dinner. I will at least get to, it's gonna make it like so hard. I'll at least need to get 60 for dinner or something. But it's okay. I want my, what are they called? Averages over the week to be a certain thing, but daily, of course, if your daily is that number, then makes that average secure, but one day where it's not meeting the mark is not going, and I'm not going to worry about it too much, but I am going to at least shoot for getting 120, 130 grams of protein today because really, if we look at the calculators and all, they would say that I need to have around 130, while I'm shooting for more like 150. Yesterday I had 170. It might not happen today. My hunger is not as much because my period has already started and we're like on day 2 or 3, who knows. And so it's everything is calm. All the hormones are calm right now. nothing's really going on. So all the hormones are calm right now, so I'm not like really as hungry. And that's that. I'm just honoring that right now, but also playing a little bit by snacking on these because I don't really need them, but just playing around a little bit, which is not. There's a balance to it, so I don't want to be so strict that I never play with food, but I don't want to make a habit of playing with food or snacking. Not counting this as a snack because it's just like it's going with my lunch, but yeah. Oh, the reason I was asking you, I was interested about doing those lifts is because I'm doing the MAPS program.
Yeah.
But I'm doing anabolic. But after that, I was gonna do MAPS performance.
Yeah.
But it's more performance. It's about like, so it has the front squats, like what's that called? Chops, just like stuff that's more for that. So I'm like, am I gonna lose any ground?
Yeah.
Am I gonna build any muscle doing this?
No, I mean you basically you turn into what you build. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you try to build a performance oriented like system, you will lose maximal strength, but not a bad way. It's just you dialed it somewhere else. You know, it's like you treat yourself like a Ferrari, you're gonna be a Ferrari. You treat yourself like a big truck, you're gonna be a truck. You got it. Like if we trying to vilify something, visceral fat, subcutaneous fat, excess, vilify and kill it. That top line weight number that your scale gives you means nothing if you don't know those numbers. So if somebody can't walk around and quote like, hey, my visceral fat is this, my subcutaneous fat is this, then what we talking about? That's what I was. You recording?
I've been recording for 24 minutes. That's what I'm finna jump there. You didn't know that?
No, I thought you. No.
You never know. And I be thinking you know. You be having a conversation with me like you know.
This is how I talk. I didn't know you was all in my business. Trying to get my steps in. You all in my business.
Did you get your steps in?
No, I ain't done. I was only half.
I got mine. Good morning. So today is a lifting day, full body. It starts with good mornings, and then deadlifts. Then goes into more upper body stuff. Well, back, tricep, all that kind of stuff. Core. I can't find my mic. But I gotta move on from that. Let it go for now. Get a good workout today. I don't want to say I want to lift. Of course, all of it's going to be heavy. But is it going to be record breaking? I'm not sure. I want to make sure that I feel it in the muscle, the prescribed muscle, and really just get a lot out of the workout. So I want to have an effective workout. Hard, yes, but most of all, effective. I had to go get an apple, and yes, I did weigh it. It's 120 grams. I think it would be a small one, but I weighed it so I could just put the grams in there. It is quick to weigh. I just, put it on there and left. I needed a little something. Because I want to lift. I told you I want to have an effective workout, so I needed a little something. You're not supposed to be up here. You get your workout in. She don't play. What kind of workout are you doing? Some kind of gymnastics?
So what can I say to you? But I'm off day, had to fall back. You got everybody thinking I'm all bad.
My bacon, eggs, and avocado. My oatmeal. Yeah, that's my breakfast. It's Friday. I forgot I do have to add a protein shake to this because this wasn't enough protein. So with the protein shake, which is 20 grams of protein. It would put me at 40 grams for the morning. Remember, I also had an apple today. But the apple wouldn't give me protein, but it was adding to the calories. So, and adding to the nutrients of the breakfast. Not just the calories, but the nutrients of the breakfast, the fiber, all of that. The vitamins. Okay. But yeah, I just have to also, I need to get that protein shake too. Because without it, it's just 20 grams of protein. I only did one egg because the calorie was getting up. You know, it's at 460 for breakfast, but I didn't want it to be at 500 for breakfast. I can't, because I need those for later in the day. That's just how I budget my day. You have a budget with your body, and you do it how you do it. My budget with my body, we can't do all that in the morning. We can't.
You wanna be my hero. You won't even do the hell. This shit don't add up.
Did you see those pumpkin seeds that I ate? So I'm doing this thing called seed cycling. So there's seeds that you're supposed to eat at different, people say, that's what they say, that you're supposed to eat that are helpful and beneficial to eat at different times in your cycle. So for the first 2 weeks, pumpkin seeds and flax seeds. I do not remember what the second 2 weeks, because I'm on the first 2 weeks. So I just had pumpkin seeds and flax seeds. So I did those pumpkin seeds, and I'll look at the flax seeds and see how I want to add them, if I want to add them today, because I just remembered it. And I really need to add that in the morning, I think, just to be, yeah. Now that really is it. Now you see that wasn't a serving of pumpkin seeds. It was just a tablespoon. I'm just doing what my calories will allow, but still trying to get some of the nutrition out of things. Yeah, because you don't have to have a full serving to get nutrients out of stuff, you know? These things are nutrient dense. So that's it. About to make this, something like this, okay? I can't say it's
The tastiest high-protein Cajun honey butter chicken and creamy potatoes. All for 560 calories, incredibly delicious, and so easy to meal prep for the week ahead. Slice your chicken breast into cubes, then add this Cajun seasoning mix and olive oil. If the color doesn't change, it's not well seasoned. Then slice your uncooked potatoes into small cubes just like this. Season them with garlic powder, Italian herbs, paprika, and olive oil. Mix well, then oven bake or air fry on the settings listed on screen till golden and crispy. Next, cook the chicken on medium heat for 6 to 8 minutes until golden brown. Then lower the heat, add more butter, this extra seasoning, drizzle of honey, and parsley. Mix till fully coated and delicious. Then set the chicken aside. Add chopped onions, cook till soft, then add tomato paste, followed by evaporated milk and garlic and herb cream cheese. Stir on low heat till completely smooth. Drop your crispy potatoes, mix till deliciously creamy, and your high-protein meals are ready to serve and enjoy. The tastiest high-protein Cajun honey butter chicken and
that's what I'm gonna have. That's what I'm gonna make. It's not gonna be an exact replica. I'm gonna do it.
potatoes. All for
I'm gonna follow it
560 calories.
loosely. I don't even want to show you. It looks nothing like his. Nothing. But it's good. It's not. I mean, that's what you get when you have follow directions, though. But I think that the brownness is not there, and that's bothering me. But I think that's adding a lot of paprika like he did, and I don't be doing that. I just be sprinkling. So I need to follow directions. Hey, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hopefully, if you try that recipe, it works out better than mine did. But I'm eating chicken breast and potatoes with cream and all that on it. Bye. Kevin said he liked it. He said keep it on the menu. It's starting to get good. It's very creamy and filling. Chicken and potatoes. That's all I'm eating. And it's like really filling. I know I said bye. I'm gonna say bye again. Oh, I put a little parsley on it. I can't show you. I'm ashamed. I'm gonna try next week. We can see about it next week. All right. Have a good day.